This is just a check-in from one anxiously attached girly to another. Do you actually like this person, or are you just trying to form a successful attachment for once? Are you just trying to get them to like you so that you feel validated that somebody can attach to you and stay attached? Because I've been realizing, if you hear a sound, it's my dog just playing her little bum off, okay? I've been realizing that I really am almost like competing for attention from probably like actually my parents, not actually even the person in front of me, but I'm using them as a stand-in. I feel that I am using them as a stand-in to validate me and try to sort of recreate this situation and solve it this time. Do you know what I mean? And I think a lot of us accidentally get caught up in trying to project our childhoods onto these people that really, we don't really need to be messing with certain people. I mean, okay, let me speak for myself. We really don't, says we again, I really don't need to be even associating myself with some people that I've attached myself to mentally. You know what I mean? But I felt the need to prove almost to myself that I could keep them around even if this person isn't right for me. Does that make sense? Because that's the person that has, maybe they've been around for like, you know, a few dates, a few whatever, and then it becomes like almost a challenge for me. And that's coming from my attachment and abandonment issues. As a kid, as an only child, as a lonely child, I was raised very isolated. And that's another video, but I definitely felt that I was raised very isolated, and I spent so much of my young adult life trying to catch up for that and make up for that in a way that is damaging to me. And I'm right now trying to work through unlearning that. And right now I'm learning to come home from work or whatever and just be home and spend time with myself and spend time with my dog and make content. And that can be enough, and that can be fulfilling, like, you know, for a weekday, as opposed to like trying to like find something to do with someone. Like friends, you know, friends are great, and like that's not really what I mean when I'm saying like, if you're, you know, I love to hang out with my friends. I think it's also important to try to fill your life with your friendships more than like romantic pursuits, which again is something I'm learning now. It's something I'm learning right now, is to try to fill your life with yourself and your friends. Things that can be completely consistent. I mean, to some degree, you know what I mean? Like you can organize time with yourself, and often with your friends, you're consistent friends. Romance is not consistent, and it doesn't have to be the most fulfilling thing in your life. I know we've been told that, and we're programmed that. And I'm right now working on deprogramming that thought, because it's actually the most, like, it's gonna reap the least amount of benefits. Do you know what I mean? Because like, say you go on 10 dates, the likelihood of one of those people being your soulmate is still slim. But say you make 10 efforts to connect with a friend or connect with yourself, odds are you're gonna make some friends or spend some good time with yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? Or if you already have these friends, if you hang out with your friends 10 times, you're probably gonna have fun maybe 10 times, maybe 9 times, whatever. As opposed to if you go on 10 dates, you're not having fun that much of the time. Do you see what I'm saying? Like the math is something I'm just thinking about now because society robbed me of this idea. I wish I grew up with television romanticizing like female friendships more rather than villainizing them. Like, do you ever think about that? Do you ever think about how much of the content we consumed as children was about how girls are evil, girls are awful, girls are out to get you, men are safe and kind and logical and not catty? My experience has been, I love women's energy. I love being around groups of women. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I wish that I was programmed that way in the beginning to think, hey, you know what? Just seek out a group of women that you can spend a lot of time with. Focus on that rather than finding a partner.